So, hello everyone, welcome back to IBPS Exam Mentors by CGB. Today we have a very special guest with us. This is Vipul Bisht. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
So, from our entire CGB team, I would like to congratulate you for getting selected as an SBI PO. We would
Thank
like your
you.
short, brief introduction if you could provide us.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Vipul Bist. I am a full-time aspirant, currently not working anywhere. I graduated back in 2019 and I have been preparing for various exams ever since. And this year I cleared three exams, SBI J, SBI PO, and UIIC AO. So
Okay, congratulations once again. So,
thanks a lot.
we would like to ask that last year vacancies were very less in SBI PO. So, what motivated you? Because whenever we see that when vacancies are very less, students get disappointed. So, what keeps you motivated? You would like to share?
I feel like the number of vacancies for me personally was never an issue. Before this, I was preparing for regulatory body exams where the vacancies are very less and the competition is very high. So I feel compared to that, even though the vacancies were less, I still felt like I could bet on myself like anyone should.
That's nice. Which regulatory body you are preparing for?
I was also preparing for RBI and NABARD, both.
All right, that's very nice. So, also, today's this is a very big question, and this is a very generic question that people ask: how to, distract yourself from social media? Because everyone is, in just their phones and using social media. तो आपके लिए भी क्या ये distraction था, and how you were able to manage this?
Definitely, ma'am. During the COVID phase in 2020s, I wasted an entire year on social media. I was involved in memes and all this. But after that, I faced a lot of failures in 2021 specifically. And then subsequently in 2022, I had a repeat of 2021 basically. So it made me realize that I was wasting a lot of time online. I was spending a lot of time watching memes, making memes, and all this. And I felt like this is not something that's contributing towards my career and my goal. So I'm having laughs, I'm sharing laughs, but that's not really contributing towards my productivity. So I decided to quit social media entirely. Currently, even now, I'm not present on any form of social media, be it Facebook, Instagram. I use Twitter, but that too, I'm not following anyone. Nobody is following me. I just follow some news handles, and that's all. So basically only Twitter, and I'm not using anything else. I'm on Telegram, but that's every aspirant is on Telegram these days.
That's true. That's so you literally cut off every social media for your studies. That's very huge.
Yes,
We
I
need to learn this from you. I think every aspirant needs to learn this you because अब जब अपने social media का आप time कम कर देते हो, I think you can give more to your studies.
definitely, ma'am. It's a big distraction, and you keep on checking your phone. The notification bell rings, and it's sort of a false dopamine release, and that it really hampers your study and your preparation.
All right. So let's begin for your strategy tips that how you prepare for phase one. We'll start with phase one, and you're gonna share your QRE strategy that how you maintain your speed and how much content you have studied to, clear your basics, and then how you reach to that level that matches your exam preparation.
So basically, the phase one of the examination, which only comprises of QRE, I did not have to practice a lot for that because I was already giving exams like RBI Grade B, and RBI Grade B's phase one level is a notch higher than SBI PO prelims and IBPS PO prelims, and then J is slightly easier than that as well. So giving RBI mocks, phase one mocks, really helped me in the preparation here. And then for phase two, I presumed initially that it was going to be enough, but in IBPS PO mains, I actually missed the quant sectional cutoff. I cleared the overall cutoff, So it was a humbling experience, IBPS PO mains, which took place in November, I think, and I could not clear the maths cutoff. So that made me realize that I was not there on the mains level yet. So for that, I simply gave a lot of main sectional mocks for quants. Reasoning, I had no problem. From RBI itself, my reasoning was good enough. So I actually, in the exam, I targeted more of the miscellaneous questions rather than the puzzles. And that helps us clear sectional cutoff easily. And it also helps us fetch marks. So I have a good command over the English language, and that also helped me in the critical reasoning section. So a lot of marks can be fetched from the critical reasoning as well. For quants, I gave a lot of sectional marks. So I had a bad habit of getting stuck in DIs. I was very fond of solving DIs, but I realized that in RBI 2024 phase one as well, and in IBPS PO mains as well, I got stuck in a DI, and I spent all my time there. And in the remaining time, I got so nervous that I was not even able to solve arithmetics and one-liners. So I decided to not go straight away to the DI and check if there are any easy arithmetic questions. Like there were number series, paragraph based questions are there, 2 and 3 questions, follow up questions are there from one number series. So that helped me a lot. I solved quantity one, quantity two in quant section. So I managed to clear the section cutoff easily in SBI PO mains. And for reasoning, I already told you what I did, miscellaneous, and then the critical reasoning part. English, I've never had any problem. Right from my school days, I have a good command over comprehension, and that has translated well towards these exams. And then I've also had descriptive preparation since my RBI days. I have appeared for RBI Grade B interview once in 2023. So I already cleared the mains. So I have a habit of writing a lot, descriptive papers. So this time the SBI PO mains pattern changed, and there were new types of questions introduced, like situation writing, which has never been given before in the exam. And then there was also email writing, which was also new. And then Prezi and report is something that we've already done. So I simply watched a few videos for situation writing on YouTube. There were a lot of teachers giving instructions. So I followed that. And my primary goal was to finish the paper because I realized that it is not easy to finish 3 questions in 30 minutes of descriptive. I think a lot of people faltered there, and a lot of people were not able to score well in descriptive. And my focus was to finish the paper, even though I'm not able to write in pristine quality. But if I focus on that, then I'm going to miss an entire question. And a lot of people were not able to write the paper completely. So I think my focus was on finishing the paper. And I think next year also candidates should focus on finishing the paper because descriptive paper is hard to finish in SBI PO.
That's right. That's very true. Exactly. People always skip English. I don't know why, because it fetch you good marks. It helps you clear the prelims score, whether it's mains or prelims. English always helps. So I think people should
Yeah.
read more editorials, novels, if they can, to improve.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Also, for phase two, I know you already told us that how you prepare for English descriptive and you keep on writing. For these reasoning and computer and GA and quant, what you would like to suggest to us parents?
For reasoning, I think there is no computer section in the reasoning. They write that it's in the syllabus, but there are
Ah,
no questions from computer. But in any case, we can prepare a bit because there are some insurance exams where computer is the part of the syllabus. So you can practice from any booklet. It's not very difficult, the level of computer, even
mhm.
in the exams where it is part of the syllabus. And then for reasoning, I would recommend people that miscellaneous questions are low hanging fruits. They are really easy to score, and a lot of people are fond of solving puzzles. For me, that was the case in quants. I was fond of solving DIs, but once you get stuck in DI, then you waste like 15 to 20 minutes in mains level DI, and then you're left with 0 marks if you falter. So I think in reasoning, before going to puzzles, at least secure your sectional cutoff with miscellaneous questions. Go for syllogisms. Even the reverse syllogisms are not that difficult. You can check the options and then you can basically, there are all sorts of shortcuts available as well online. I personally do not go for those shortcuts. I prefer the traditional method. And I think syllogisms, then there are inequalities, direction sense, coded direction sense. These are questions that can easily help you clear sectional cutoff. And the mains exam, be it IBPS or SBI, it is not difficult to clear overall cutoff if you have a basic understanding of English, because English fetches you a lot of score. And then there is reasoning as well. So your focus should be on clearing the sectional cutoff first. Once you do that, you can easily do, and you should definitely focus on GA because GA can help you get several notches above that cutoff, right? So you want some cushion. So even if somewhere you falter in the interview stage, you do not get that good marks, at least you get selected in the final list if you have good score in mains.
That's nice. That's nice. How you prepare for GA? Because it consists lot of data and you need to cram it. Then you have to revise it multiple times. So what was your strategy for GA specifically?
Ma'am, for GA, basically, you can pick any teacher and then you have to stick with them. First of all, I think there is a fear of missing out, and students go to multiple sources. So pick a teacher, stick with them, trust them. It's very important because see, teachers are also like they're not computers, they're not AI. So there are going to be things that they are going to miss. So you don't have to feel like, oh my God, this one thing is going to impact my selection. Try to cover what they are covering. Do not go to some random video, start clicking there and just try to cover everything, because that's not going to help you anyway. Just stick to one teacher, trust them, consider them as your mentor. And like Ashok sir has really helped me throughout my journey. I've been in constant touch with him. Ever since 2021, I started my preparation. At times, failed to apply his instructions properly, and I faced the brunt. It took me some time to get this success. So I feel like listen to your teachers. They are experienced. They deal with so many aspirants, selected aspirants. So trust your GA mentor, whoever it is. Re- Revise again and again, because you will forget things. See, in my UIIC AO exam, I could have done better in GA, but I got confused because I was lacking revision. There were many questions about the same topic. There were two or three news, but I got confused and I marked the wrong options because two or three news were on the same topics and I did not have clarity. So repeated revisions are needed. I would say at least two revisions of your material. Once you take the lecture or PDFs, I would recommend taking lectures because it's a better medium for learning. You at times remember the words the teacher said in the class. So I think take the lectures, then at least two revisions of the material is going to help you a lot in the exam, and you'll easily score good in GA section.
All right, thank you. Would you like to share your interview experience with us, how it was?
Okay, ma'am, that is for SBI PO.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. So SBI PO interview was so I've given three interviews in total, RBI,
Yes.
Grade B, UIC, and SBI. But SBI interview was actually, I would like to say, very unique because it's a very long process. First there is GD, then there is group exercise, and then there is the personal interview. And even before that, you go for a psychometric test to the location. For RBI, we gave the psychometric test at home, but in SBI, you have to go to the test location. You have to complete the process entirely. So it was a unique experience, and they take the psychometric test very seriously. So the point is to be honest in the psychometric test. It is not an evaluation. They are not going to. It is an evaluation. It's a psychological evaluation, but they're not going to give you any marks for that. So just try to be honest, because then in this long process of GDG and interview, they are anyhow going to test your personality. So if you're lying there, it will come out in the later stages. So my interview took place in State Bank Academy, Gurugram. The location was very beautiful. The academy is very pristine. I had a great experience there, and the staff was very humble. Everything was very smooth. And as soon as we reached there, after our DV process, immediately our GD took place. 11 people, 11 of us were there in one panel, and two representatives, two retired DGM sir were present there to oversee the discussion. They did not interfere. They did not tell us what to say, or they did not ask us to speak one by one. They said we are only going to observe, and you have to figure out a way to find your opportunity to speak and contribute. So my group luckily was very amicable. We were in harmony. We were sharing our points with patience. And if anyone wants to speak in Hindi, they can speak in Hindi. If anyone wants to speak in English, they can speak in English. There is no such language foundation. So the GED part was very nice. I was surprised. My interview only took place 6 to 7 minutes. For 6 to 7 minutes, I went in
Okay.
there. There were some basic questions about Indian government, our growth perspectives, current challenges. I mentioned a few things about since I had prepared for RBI, and so I was very much well versed with the government schemes. So I mentioned monetization pipelines, Gati Shakti, and they seemed like they wanted to know more about it. I explained those schemes, and then I mentioned my hobby as I like to play chess, and I also follow chess regularly. So they asked me a few questions, basic questions from chess. They asked me a few theories, and then they asked me the name of five world champions. I gave them the five names, and it was okay. And she also asked me a question. She gave me a situation and asked me in which of the following categories would I characterize this. She was asking about market risk. I answered that, and they seemed satisfied. There was one more question in between. Actually, not in between. As soon as I went in there, they asked for an introduction, and straight away, Chairman sir asked me, Vipul, why should we hire you? So I'll just give a brief overview of my answer. My answer basically considered I have been preparing for a long time, and all that pent up energy, I want to use that energy and channelize it towards working for the organization. And so that was basically the gist of my answer. And that was all about my interview. I scored well, 27 out of 30 in the personal interview.
That's a very nice score.
Thank you.
Thank you. So it was a very nice interview, and the way you explained, I hope our aspirants get to learn something from that. And your journey is really inspiring. So as you said, you'll take time, and you'll also gonna prepare for upcoming exams, as you said,
Yes,
right? All right. So thank you for your precious time. We wish that students learn something from you. All the very best for your journey ahead. And once again, congratulations to you and your family. All
thank you,
right.
ma'am. Thank you. It was a lovely conversation.
Same here.